Well, I'm at a place I have never metal detected before. I've been passing by here for about, 15 years on the highway, but have just never gotten to it. I got permission yesterday, so I thought I'd carpe diem and get over here. So we're just going to take a little look around. I'm not going to be alone today. Got a lot of cow and calves out here grazing. So here we have the home foundation. This is front porch. And the house went back that way. There's a lot of wet land mines, so I'm going to have to watch out for those. This looks a little sketchy here. Old well. It's not that deep. This would have been the well house or pump house. In areas where there's springs and streams that flow down the hillside, they would have spring houses where you put your dairy products to keep them cool. Out here, you just run the windmill, let the water flow through the tank back down into the well. Does the same thing. Sketchy looking cellar, we'll check that out later. I think there was a garage or barn there. I don't know, we're gonna have to look around. I'm getting the feeling I'm not well liked. Those cows don't trust me, so they get their calves to come with them. Bit of trash over there. We'll just walk down here for a second. It'd be really cool to find the old trash pile, but we'll see. Now this is a creek bed down here, and most of the year it is a dry creek bed. Only when we get a whole lot of rain does it flow. As you can see, very, very sandy. Well, I don't think I'm going to find a whole lot down here, so I'm going to head back up, get to work. I think I woke up the barn swallows.
What do you mean? An African or European swallow?
All along under the bridge, of course. They've built their nests. Ooh, that's pretty. Let's go up here. I'm right in the middle of the what would have been the front room, and I dug a rifle cartridge, and I can tell, I kind of stirred it up now, but it looked like there's ashes and charcoal in the ground here. Right there. Yeah. So I'm guessing gangsters will hold up in here and the place burn down, you know.
Take it, you dirty yellow-bellied rat, I'll give it to you through the door.
But best signal so far. Mid 80s, right in the middle of the cow diarrhea there. So, ew, I'm gonna have to proceed with caution. I'm gonna dig it, but you know, those with weak constitutions turn your backs. Well, I feel something pretty large down there. Could be a brick. Yeah, there's a brick. Thick as a brick. Let's see here. Now it's acting quite large. Get my pinpointer out. Still down there. Ruh-roh. Not sure what it was. Could have been an old thermometer or something. But that was it. Got something screaming at me. And probably just a lid. Yeah. Aw. What's it got on it? Baker's. Anyone needs a baker's lid, I got it. Okay, my first real find of the day. Just an old tack ring. Could have even been off a bit, horse bit, so. Put her in the pouch and move on. Ah, hey, that's cool. Didn't know what to expect. Nice little axe head. Would you go down a dark hole with a live vulture? Let's just keep an eye on her. Hasn't moved a muscle. See that sign? Oh, let me turn the light on. Sign right there, it's going to be pretty beat up. But I'd really like to know what it is. Yuck. Man, it stinks down here. See, this is a pack rat nest. I don't know. Whew, she stinks. I've been walking the creek. Kind of made it a goal to reach those trees, and then I head back. It's been about half an hour or half a mile. Saw that. Pretty old bottle by the looks of it. Penican Ford Limited, New Orleans, Louisiana. There's a patent number on there. I'll look that up and see just what exactly that is. Pretty cute little bottle, but that could have floated downstream for miles. So I'm just seeing if I could find the dump, see if anything interesting like that has floated down the creek. Keep going, and then we'll turn around. All right. If I would follow this for quite a few miles, I'd eventually come pretty close to my house. But I don't think I'm going to do that today. Well, that about does it. I was a little disappointed with the metal detecting results. Just could not come up on anything really good. Found a cool bottle, found an axe head, found a sign down in the cellar that I will come back for, but not while a large bird is guarding it. So as an extra bonus, I'm going to tag on a few other clips of metal detecting another ranch that I never published. So I hope you enjoy that, and I hope you join me again. Saw something here. Suspender buckle. Just a cheap little iron one. The old cellar caved in. pretty cool. Little brass initials. SR. See it? That thing is beautiful. Wow. That's awesome. $81. I don't know what it is. Good for 50 cents. Sorry. Good for 50 cents in trade. For Cox's Store, Felsberg, Kansas. Wow. Felsberg still exists, but not by much. Huh, that's cool. So check this out. Sitting right on top. Let's see if I can get you in the sunlight there. Piece to a defunct railroad padlock by the looks of it. Really cool. I'm going to check the rest of the immediate area really close. Well, I'm back on the farm. Just didn't find a whole lot of good stuff. This was one of those sites that I had dreamed about doing for a long time, just never got permission until the other day. And I'd always thought, man, it was built a little later, maybe 19 teens or 20s, so it was a much later home than the normal homesteads here. And I was thinking, you know, a lot more prosperity going on by that point. There could be a lot more coins in this yard than what I normally find, but just nothing like that. I found a few good things, and we'll take a look at them here in a bit, but and I'm not complaining at all. It got me out of the house, which is where I'd rather be. Got some exercise, some fresh air, looked around a new place, and I found some stuff, so let's take a look. Oh, and that sign. Once it warms up and that vulture comes hopping up out of the cellar and flies off and goes and looks for food, I'm going to go back down in there as soon as I'm driving by, and I'll pull that out and see what it is, if it's any good. And if it's something awesome, why not make a video about it? But let's take a look at these. So of course we got the axe. You saw me pull that out of the ground. Not an old style, but still cool. Pretty beat up. Chip out of the bottom end, and they were driving nails in trying to keep the handle from flying off, and it flew off anyway, apparently. I didn't show it on camera, but dug, looks like half of the blade part of a roofing hammer they would have sliced shake shingles with. And got half of a horse bit. This very likely could be part of the same bit or part of another bit. And this looks, I mean, as much deteriorated as that is, that could be very old. Not much left of it. I found this interesting little brass stud. I imagine that was probably a piece on a horse harness. Looks like a ring or something went through the ball there. And it has little tiny holes for being sewed on. Oh, I don't want to step on it. There we go. That's what that looks like. And of course the bottle from the creek. That is a molasses or maple syrup bottle. And it's not terribly old, I don't think. It could be from the 50s, maybe even the 60s. It's possible it's older, but it just has that look of being not that old. So, but I find it interesting because it has a top on it like a pop bottle. So, and then you saw me find all these. This one I find very interesting because this is Florissant and Cripple Creek Railroad. And that was a narrow gauge railroad that serviced all the mines around Cripple Creek, the mountains of Cripple Creek. And you can actually go there and ride on that train to this day. In fact, my family was on there probably a good 5 years ago. So that's kind of a fun thing that I pulled that out of the ground in central Kansas. I'd like to know the story of that. But it's a beautiful plate off the padlock. So that about does it. Thanks for watching.